Yeah, cobblestone generator incoming. We're going to look at two designs. First one, nice and simple, no redstone needed. You will have to mine this one. You'll have to mine the second one as well, but you'll need these extra ingredients. So all we're going to do is create a bit of cobblestone generation using these two things. As you pour your lava next to some water, cobblestone appears. Okay, if you hit the source block, you'll find that cobblestone actually doesn't appear and you get obsidian. And now it's night time. So yeah, you get obsidian instead. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a hopper chest, lava source and a waterlogged stair. So basically, and this is very basic, we're going to find somewhere to put your stair. You're going to surround that with 3 blocks. Then once you've got that there, dig one down, one in front. Place your chest, doesn't really matter which way it's facing. Place your chest there. If you want, you can do it so it's lengthways and then you can have a double. Doesn't actually matter, just as long as you've got the hopper going into the chest like so. Then once you've got that, we're going to get yourself another little surrounding area here and waterlog this stair and put your lava in here. As soon as you put your lava in, it'll spill into that and make cobblestone. Boom. Then nice and easy, all you're going to do to get the cobblestone out of it, you're just going to stand and mine away. Cool. So what you can do to make it a little bit better is put a roof on here just so you're safe. You're going to extend this across by 3 and then make your barrier here and then extend this across by 3 as well. And once you've done that, place your stairs like so and waterlog all of these, boom boom boom, get rid of that and place lava sources here. Nice and easy. You'll notice you get 4 lots of cobblestone now, and you can actually fire through all of these at the same time. So I'd suggest give yourself somewhere to sit so that it's level and you're not looking down on it, and then when you do it, it's just gonna keep firing. And it shouldn't ever get to the stage where you're hitting the last block because you've only got 3 or 4 available. You could do an extra one if you really wanted, but then it means standing on the chest. So yeah, nice and easy layout, nothing super complicated with that, but we can make it produce more if we want to. So let's have a look at that. And for that we're going to need these things. So we've got a glass block, which we're already using, some redstone torches, just need one of those, an observer, we'll need loads of pistons, we'll count up at the end for you and put it in the description, then a couple of redstone repeaters and lots of redstone dust. So let's start on the next design. So a little bit different, this time we're going to have a piston facing this way, an observer facing towards the space in front of the piston. Then from here you're going to put a repeater on 1 tick facing into the piston and a repeater on 2 ticks facing into that repeater. From here, take your redstone dust out of that repeater all the way around into the observer. Once you've got that, anything that is detected, it will send a 1 pulse to the piston and just fire it out. So once you've got that, happy days, we're going to start making the actual cobblestone generator. And from here, opposite the observer is where you're going to put your water source. So we're going to put that in there like so. Then put a glass block or any solid block in top of it. Any solid block that isn't flammable. Very important you don't use wood for this unless it's from the nether, as it will just set on fire and you'll be sad. So once you've got that, throw down a lava bucket. I'm going to put a top on it just so that nothing dies. And you'll notice as soon as it's generated, it'll just start churning out loads over here. And it'll get to the point where it's reached the push limit of the piston, which makes it nice and easy to work out where stuff needs to be, which I think it's at. Once it's there, you can go underneath it, put down a redstone torch, and start putting a line of pistons all the way along here. This is a fun game to play if you like to challenge yourself. It's called Race the Generator. No, it's never going to generate more because this is already full, so you don't need to worry about that. When you're ready for it to set off, you can clearly knock that out and it'll just start cranking away. From here, because this block is going to have a solid pulse above it, we're then going to bring redstone from that all the way around into the back of these pistons. And as soon as they'll get a pulse, they will fire. I'll just get rid of these. Yeah, once they get a piece of cobblestone over the top of this, they'll then fire and they'll happily send them forwards. Like so. This will just keep happening infinitely until the push limit, which isn't infinite. It's very much, you'll get 13 blocks. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it should go to here before it stops, which means anything up in this first 4 is something that you can mine nice and easy. So all we're going to do is put down a chest here, and hoppers going into the back of it. And then continue that across. It's up to you. There's a few different ways you can do this. So if you're super iron rich and you've got loads of hoppers, you can just ping a full layer of hoppers across here, and then eventually I'm going to get hit in the head by that cobblestone. Ah. Cool. And it's finished pushing as far as it can physically push now. So as soon as this gets to this end, you should find that it'll get here, but it won't be able to push anything. So that means we have reached the limit here. All we're going to do for that, because all of the pistons are trying to work now, we're just going to quickly swap to survival and get ourselves a pickaxe. And we can just mine away in this area, nice and steady. Like I say, if you're rich, you can keep putting all of your hoppers all the way across. But just from that little area, got 9 there. It's not super efficient. Obviously with beacons and an efficiency 5 pickaxe, it will be really, really quick. You're looking at this kind of pace with maximum efficiency. That was not maximum efficiency. And again, you might find it blocks up here. All we're going to do is get rid of that one if we want to get it going again. So yeah, that's the way for that. What I'd probably suggest is once you've got all your hoppers in, you get rid of a layer here, so that again you can just keep it eye level and just run backwards and forwards. You don't have to think about it then, you can just mine away till your heart's content. And if you keep getting rid of these, it'll just run forever and ever. It'll only stop when it reaches limit and you're not taking away any cobblestone. That's when you want to be looking at bringing this and just getting rid of that. So yeah, that's option number 2. So more for mass producing, but that's there if you need it. And then we've got option number 3. So we're gonna just quickly turn this off by getting rid of this redstone. And then that's not going to keep running. And get rid of these. So it's safe to assume, because you've already used water for the generator itself, you have a bucket in your hand. And with that bucket, all you're going to do is, instead of using all these hoppers, you're going to create water flow to collect all of your cobblestone. So a little bit more efficient resource wise. If you're doing this, then I would still have quite a long row of hoppers, but we'll put the chest a little bit lower down. So chest is going to go into here, and then hoppers into the back of it. Once you've got your hoppers in the back, I'm going to run a full row of hoppers along this side, purely because it means there's less margin for error with stuff not going in the actual hoppers. So all the way across here, like so. And then once you've got that, you put a glass blockade on the front here, so you can see what's going on, and water all the way along here. So if you only have 2 buckets, or if you're low on buckets, then put 2 water sources within 3 blocks, and the middle block you can then collect your water source from. So only need to place them every 3 blocks, and then that'll automatically bring the water down onto these hoppers. So same again, we're going to just build a little platform here, which is where we're going to run across to actually do the mining. And then we're going to swap these 2 for slabs, just so we can get into the chest. Like so. So we still have access to the chest, and we can run along having a nice time, hopefully without falling off this platform. So super easy. Let's just do that. We'll go and fix cool. So the pistons have fired as much as they can fire out, so I'm just going to head over this way and nice and steady start to get rid of these. And then you will find, like I say, it's slow work if you don't have a decent pickaxe or a beacon, but these will just keep going like so. Yeah, 17 blocks. You might find you've got some stragglers going over the side. What I normally do is, if you've got a load of wood or wool, basically anything that starts in woo, then you can just build your barrier as far back as you need to for that. Using your wood or your wool, way better, just because it means you're not going to accidentally smash it with your pickaxe. So there you go. you should find now when you destroy stuff, it doesn't have the option to sit on top. It'll just go straight down into the water, which means you don't have to do any kind of tedious collection. Boom, there's that for you. So a little bit of a shelter, and then this is the basic layout here. So these are currently struggling to fire because they've reached the push limit, but you can just get rid of those and they'll do what they need to do. And that'll just keep going forever. So yeah, if you're wanting to get a load of cobblestone and you just love the stuff, then this is two pretty simple ways of doing it. This is obviously quite labour intensive, but uses no redstone. Can't really argue with that. And then you've got the second option, which is semi-automatic, doesn't completely push everything through and break it for you. You could mix this up with TNT if you really wanted, but then it gets dangerous. Say no to TNT, guys. Yeah, that's everything from me. Thanks for watching, and if you want more of these and if you want more of these tutorials, just leave a comment, subscribe, a like, do whatever you can to make it worth my time. Cheers guys, bye bye.